Hello everyone, I'm Will Steinhafel, and today I'll be presenting TD Synnex Corporation, a domestic information technology company, alongside my mentee, Chris Denowith. TD Synnex engages in the distribution, logistics, and integration of technology hardware, software, and services. The company is headquartered in Fremont, California, and operates in a single segment titled Technology Solutions. This segment distributes IT systems and peripherals, including storage solutions, system components, software, networking equipment, and consumer electronics. SNX generates the majority of its revenue in the United States, China, Japan, and India. As of December 1st, TD Synnex was trading at $107.08 with a market cap of $10.4 billion. Over the past year, the share price has ranged from $75.50 to $130.93. TD Synnex's fiscal year 21 estimates stand at a 12.4 times PE multiple and a 6.32 times EV to EBITDA multiple. Finally, SNX generated approximately $24.6 billion in revenue during fiscal year 20. As for the recommendation, it is recommended that TD Synnex Corporation be added to the AIM Small Cap Fund with a price target of $151.05, representing a 41% upside. This recommendation is supported by Synnex's position as a global leader in the IT distribution market. Additionally, SNX completed the acquisition of Tech Data in September 2021, resulting in TD Synnex becoming the world's largest IT distributor with approximately 150,000 customers and 1,500 vendors. TD Synnex is also doubling down on cloud computing through expanding its cloud service provider offerings and investing in hyperscale data center infrastructure. Finally, Synnex's management team has prioritized concentrating business operations to the IT distribution market, as seen through their successful spin-off of subsidiary Synnex in Q4 2020. I will now be diving into greater detail on each of the previously mentioned drivers. Driver number 1, Tech Data acquisition. In September 2021, Synnex successfully completed the acquisition of Tech Data for $8 billion and an EV to EBITDA multiple of 10.5. Tech Data is a leading IT distribution company focusing on cloud computing, Internet of Things, big data, and security solutions. During fiscal year 2020, Tech Data generated approximately $37 billion in revenue. TD Synnex's management shared that the Tech Data acquisition will not only contribute significantly to top-line revenue, but also generate approximately $100 million in cost synergies and should be 25% EPS accretive over the next 12 months. Following the acquisition, TD Synnex stands as the world's largest IT distributor with approximately 150,000 customers and 1,500 vendors. With the IT distribution and services market expected to grow at an 8% CAGR through 2026, TD Synnex is well positioned to benefit from the growing demand with its leading U.S. market share of 29%. Driver number 2, doubling down on the cloud. With the rise of cloud computing adoption, TD Synnex is targeting cloud distribution and hyperscale infrastructure to capture business from cloud providers and customers. Synnex's subsidiary Hive Solutions is a developer of hyperscale digital infrastructure that allows for cloud providers to develop scalable cloud computing systems powered by servers connected via networking. Hive's hyperscale product offerings include servers, storage, and networking products. Through the acquisition of Tech Data, Synnex also bolstered its cloud distribution offerings, which now include Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, IBM Cloud, and Microsoft Azure. These distribution agreements allow TD Synnex to increase its exposure to the expanding cloud computing market, which Grandview Research estimates will grow at a 19.1% CAGR through 2028. Through tapping into both the provider and customer sides of the cloud computing market, Synnex is in an advantageous position to benefit from the increased adoption of cloud computing services. The third and final driver is concentrated operations. Prior to acquiring Tech Data, Synnex completed a strategic separation from its Concentrix subsidiary in December 2020. Concentrix is a leading customer experience service provider and is now publicly traded on the NASDAQ under ticker CNXC. Before completing the separation, Concentrix accounted for approximately 68% of Synnex's selling, general, and administrative expenses in fiscal year 2019 and fiscal year 2020. Following the spin-off, TD Synnex benefits from consolidated operations, decreased expenses, and an enhanced competitive edge in the IT distribution market. Through its separation from Concentrix and the recent acquisition of Tech Data, Synnex's management team has reinforced their strategic initiative dedicated to maintaining a leading position in IT distribution. In order to come to a price target for TD Synnex, 3 valuation methods were used. This included a DCF, PE, and EV to EBITDA multiples. Through weighing these models 70, 15, 15, a price target of $151.05 was reached, representing a 41.07% upside.
I will now be touching on TD Synnex's business risks. The first risk that we found was the tech data integration. Due to Synnex's merger with Tech Data in September of 2021, management's ability to successfully integrate the two companies' operations is imperative. If management is unable to integrate Tech Data into Synnex's existing business model, the company will experience significant financial repercussion and loss of cost synergies. The second risk that we found was the supply chain constraints. With SNX operating in the IT distribution and services market, it is exposed to the ongoing supply chain disruptions. If TD Synnex is unable to navigate the current supply chain constraints and adapt product sourcing, the company will experience a material impact on its financial condition. The third and final risk was the foreign currency exchange. In fiscal year 20, SNX generated 34% of revenues outside of the United States. Changes in foreign currency exchange rates would negatively impact TD Synnex's operating margins. As for the management team and board of directors for TD Synnex, the CEO is Rich Hum. He has been with the company since the merger in September of 2021. He previously served as CEO of Tech Data and the GM and COO of IBM. Dennis Polk is the executive chair and integration lead. He has been with the company for 19 years, previously serving as the CEO, COO, and CFO of Synnex. Marshall Witt has been with the company since 2013 and has been the CFO ever since. He previously served as the VP of Finance and Controller of FedEx Freight. The board of directors is consistent of 11 board members, which 3 of them are women.
In conclusion, TD Synnex has positioned itself well for continued growth through its tech data acquisition, increased investment in its cloud offerings, and concentrated operations in the IT distribution market. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to listen to our presentation today, and feel free to reach out to me with any additional questions at the email listed below. Thank you.